When working on a design for a website, we're really talking about controlling the user's experience. And I wanted to see you to see some possibilities of user experience. These particular designs are used to control an entry point to a website and the components used for navigation and various things about what the website, how it controls where the user clicks and what it looks like, things like that. I wanted you to see some smaller pieces. These are just components and some possibilities. Yeah, they're a little bit fancy, but think about what kind of design or theme that you're looking for. This particular one is a little bit more like a gaming type of interface. And there are some places where you can click on pressing and holding down an entry point, continuing, and um, also an area where visually a visitor can see what's going on in the middle. It's fairly simple in nature. There's not much to this, but a background where we've got a little bit of a window here where we want to show a few things and maybe a few clickable areas. Okay, so maybe this one's a little bit more like a gaming type of thing, but it depends on what type of design that you're after. You can do some background imagery in either Photoshop or like we're working in Fireworks, and it's ideal for the size that we're utilizing in the design. This has a definite color scheme. It has some areas where it may give us a few pieces of information, and it's an entry point into the user's experience. Okay, this is a little bit more simple in nature. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. And this is a little bit of a gallery space. So what are you trying to do for the user to give them some sort of experience? If they're looking at pictures or products, maybe you want to have an experience where it's fairly simple in nature, and this is a user interface where they have a small banner. The house shows that this is the home page. We have a screen area, and this kind of is overlapping maybe another area where we've got a background to hint at this is a photographic type of user experience. And there might be some control buttons in here. This is actually to do something to a picture, but you can still see that we could do something like this for even a website where we want to have some imagery here, and we could click on some clickable buttons and have some different pictures show up in our interface. Another one, this one's a fairly small website, and again, it's kind of a portfolio. And this might be for, oh, let's say a photographer, or maybe even somebody who does some modeling. They want to show just a little snippet of their work, a little bit about the person. So the navigation is fairly simple, and it's easy to work with. It just gives company names, so you might put your icon here, and this is a very visual type of website. The back and forward arrows control what pictures that we can see, or it could be just an area where there's a few pictures. And when you click on an About Us or a Home page or a Contact Us, this area right here that has the orange, that would probably stay the same, possibly change colors, but the shape of it is interesting. Okay, that could be done as a background type of image and put into a box area here, and then the text and pictures be put into the website over it. Again, simple in nature. That's kind of what we want to shoot for, is simplistic, at least at first. Okay, now here is something that would interest you. What do we do to design a user interface type of components? These are components that we can utilize. And in fact, this area here, it has like a tabbed area. This might be used for informational purposes, maybe a sidebar, and the background could use maybe a picture or a color. Definitely has a particular color scheme. What do our buttons look like? Okay, this user experience, if we use navigation buttons that are similar to each other, the color scheme is very controlled. These circles could even be used as additional navigational buttons or highlight. A form could be put into a box, and again, the same colors are controlled in this area. So this is a nice component system, and it could be put on a website.